as I battle through the closing stages of a cold here, um, I figured I'd take a look at some stats because we hear a lot about stats and who's leading, and there's some guys who are kind of not being discussed as much, who I think should be. Jeff Carter apparently is being discussed a lot for the Hart Trophy, based on his 29 goals and his overall performance this year. I think that's a little much. The Kings right now are not a lock to even make the playoffs. And if your team doesn't make the playoffs, your player doesn't get the Hart. And whether that's right or wrong, I'm not saying he's not the most valuable player to his team. I'm saying Hart normally goes to a MVP for a contending team. So Carter with his 29 goals. Carter with his 29 goals. There's going to be some edits as I fight off sneezing and just try to edit those out. Um, Carter's 29 goals make him, second in the league. However, his 51 points puts him 10 points behind co-leaders McDavid and Crosby. So, and these totals are before tonight's game. So, if anybody's going to get upset, don't. Max Pacioretty has quietly had a very good season in terms of goal scoring. He's got 28 goals, and he is, considering coach just got fired and there's all this turmoil with Montreal. He's got 50 points. He's got 28 goals. He's not the problem. Michael Grabner's 26 goals. He's only 4 off the league lead, and almost all of those are even strength. So if he ever actually got power play time, who knows? And I'm not a huge Grabner fan. Anybody who knows me knows that. But good season for him. Ovechkin, of course, 4 goals back with 26. He's always in the mix. Scheifele has 25. Pasternak 25. Matthews got his 26th tonight. So now he's moved up to do a tie for 5th place with Grabner, Ovechkin, and Tarasenko. So there's a lot of guys who are bunched in there. And look out for Brent Burns with his 24 goals. And of course, Brent Burns for points has 59, and the leaders have 61. Now, again, this is before tonight's game, so if this has changed, forgive me. Backstrom, 60 points. I was asked about Nick Backstrom today, and Backstrom is having a career season. It helps that scoring is down. Like, in terms of guys looking at 100 points, I don't think anybody's hitting 100 points this year. And that's, just the way the NHL game is played now. But Patrick Kane is up to 5th now with 58 points. Marchand's got 58 points. Tyler Seguin scored tonight, so it shows 54 here. Malkin's got a couple of points tonight, so he's up to 56 as far as I know. So and Pittsburgh, Kessel got a point as well. So you've got 3 Penguins in the top 10. That's intimidating. And the highest Columbus Blue Jacket is Atkinson with 49 points. And with Washington, Ovechkin has 51 because he's more of a goal scorer than anything else. So there's some interesting names in there. Shorthanded goals, Arvidsson is one of the co-leaders with 3. Calvert has 3. Zach Hyman with 3. Hyman is a fantastic young player, and he doesn't get as much attention because of, obviously, who he's playing with, but he's a very good young player. Leading the league in power play goals is Braden Shen, 12. And, of course, Grabner leads the way in even strength goals with 25, which is startling. Absolutely startling. Leading the way in penalty minutes, again, coming into tonight, Antoine Roussel with 111. Second place is Andrew Shaw with 95. Matt Tkachuk with 92. He's getting a reputation. And if their reputation keeps up, as I said last night, I'm going to be glad the Canucks passed on him. Borowiecki, I think Borowiecki had a penalty tonight, so he's into the 90 mark. Matt Martin's got 84. McLeod's got 82. Simmons and Cashin have 82. The odd thing with that is I'm old enough to remember when guys had 300 penalty minutes in the season. I'm old enough to remember that. I'm old. Old as dirt. Mike Hoffman is in the conversation for power play goal leader with 11. Patrick Eaves having a very good season for Dallas has 11. So it kind of gets passed over, but Patrick Eaves has had a very good season. And if Dallas decides to sell, I think Eaves could bring them a lot. Now, goaltenders, games played, Talbot has played 50. He can't keep playing like this. They're wearing him out. Jones and Budaj are tied for second with 48. Budaj has got to be getting tired. Tuukka has 46. Bobrovsky, Anderson, and Ward have 45. Gibson, 44. I think 44 and below, I think that should be fine. But above that, I think you're looking at goaltenders that are just getting tired out. Although Cam Ward is the better of two pretty average to mediocre goaltenders in Carolina. And I loved Eddie Lack in Vancouver. But his stats in Carolina have not been good, which is part of the reason why Ward plays so many games. Even Corey Schneider's only played 42 games this year. For wins, Dubnyk with 31. I haven't been checking the score. They're playing Anaheim as we speak. Rask has 27. Cam Talbot with 27. Jones 28. Holtby 29. Bobrovsky with 30. A lot of guys all crunched in there. Most losses. Steve Mason, Kerry Leitonen, Cam Ward, Calvin Pickard, and Semyon Varlamov all have 17. So both Pickard and Varlamov of Colorado lead the league in losses. That is not cool. And it's too bad because, honestly, I said this before, too. I like Pickard. Goals against average, Devin Dubnyk's 1.99. Last I saw, they were losing 1-0 to Anaheim, so he could see that goals against drop even if they lose. Holtby 2.02, Budaj 2.11, Bobrovsky 2.19, Darling 2.24, Jones and Rask with 2.27, Ronta and Anderson 2.34, Murray 2.35. He got a shutout tonight, so that'll come down. Gibson 2.36. His could come down. Scoring is at a premium right now, and it's the goaltenders that are making this happen. Dubnyk's 933 save percentage leads the way. Anderson with a 927, Darling 927, Holtby 926, Bobrovsky 925, Lehner 923, Murray 923. That's going to go up. Grice 922, Anders Nilsson 922. So goaltending's not the problem in Buffalo at all. So if anybody at any point this season has said, "Oh, the problem is Lehner or Nilsson," they're out of their flipping minds. Talbot 920, Ronta 920, Rene 919, Gibson 919 or 918, Corey Crawford 918. With 917, Mike Smith, Peter Budaj, Carey Price, and Ryan Miller. Carey Price at 917 is startling. And I know Montreal fans come to his defense and, oh, he'll be fine. But 917 is middle of the pack to poor goaltending. And Ryan Miller is right there. Miller is better than that 917 save percentage. A good example is tonight. He allowed 4 goals against Pittsburgh. It was just a crap fest for Vancouver. With Bo Horvat and Brandon Sutter out, they had 0 chance right from the opening faceoff. I commend them for doing as much as they could with no talent, but there was no talent on that ice. And the sad part is, both Sedins were playing. And at no point during the game did I get the impression that either of them were going to score. I got that the most dangerous guy out there was probably Granlund, and that's pretty damning. And Luongo has a 916 save percentage. That has been dropping. Even while Florida's been coming up. I mean, honestly, for me, it's a matter of Luongo's just at that age. He is slowing down. Shutouts, Budaj has 7 because the Kings have a fantastic defense. Holtby has 7 because Holtby's fantastic. Rask has 6. Talbot and Dubnyk both have 5. Condon has 4, split between 2 teams. And Anderson has 4. And that's Craig Anderson. Frederick Anderson has 3. Grubauer 3. Miller 3. Hellebuck 3. Johnson in Calgary has 3. Gibson 3. Hutton 3. Bobrovsky 3. The absence of Chad Johnson in the top 20 goaltenders for save percentage is telling because he was in the top 20 for quite a while there. And Calgary is now having problems with both of its goaltenders. So there's your league leaders right now. And another thing I wanted to touch on here is shooting percentage, because that usually tells you who's having a little bit of puck luck. TJ Oshie with 23.7% shooting percentage. Johansson with 22.9%, and Anisimov in Chicago, 22%. Mark Stone, 21.1%. Rickard Rakell in Anaheim, 21%. Grabner, 20.8%. Little, 20.8%. Scheifele, 20.7%. Paul Byron, 20.6%. And Brett Connolly, 20.3%. And then everybody else is below 20%. Closest to 20 is Sidney Crosby with 19.5, which is saying something since he leads the league in goals. He ends up with 999 points, so the Canucks are not the victim of that 1,000th point. I was all ready to do a video that he scored his 1,000th point, even though I just don't feel particularly well right now, but as long as I'm horizontal, I seem to be better. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to do that 1,000th point video. So their next game I will definitely be watching here, and I'll be all set up to go because I think he'll get it early in the next game. Um, the coach was trying to get him that 1,000th point, had him playing with Malkin in the closing minutes of the game. So they really want him to get that 1,000th point, get it out of the way, and the celebration out of the way so that they can move on towards a Stanley Cup, potentially. Matt Murray looked good tonight, but again, like I said, Vancouver was not playing it at full capacity. You really notice when Horvat's not in the lineup. If there's an MVP for the Canucks, it's Bo Horvat, and it's not even close. Not even close. So let me know the surprises you guys see in this list, and the guys who are having the under the radar seasons. Because for me, uh, Patrick Kane with 58 points in fifth place is under the radar. Tarasenko's top 10 with 53 points, but he's 8 points back of the lead, so I can't see him making up that difference. But Scheifele is still in that top 10 as well. He's got 53 points. So, if one of these guys gets hot, and Jamie Benn had a decent goal tonight for Dallas, so if he gets hot, he's proven in the past he can just jump up, go on a huge tear, and get himself a share of an Art Ross trophy. He's not going to win a Hart because Dallas sucks, but at least that'd be something, right? All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. I'm going to get some sleep, and tomorrow everything's going to be roses and wonderful, and I'm going to be great, and 5x5. That's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer quote. Thanks for watching. There was a comment made on the Montreal firing Therian and replacing with Julian video about the cost of a jersey for Montreal, a team I don't cheer for. I responded to that comment. For anybody who's new to the channel, I never pay full price. This jersey cost me, I think it was $25. This is the Winter Classic from a year or two ago. Yeah, I got this for $25, brand new at Sport Check. So I never pay full price for a jersey, and I think people would really be kind of pissed off if they knew how little I spend on some of my jerseys, especially Maple Leafs, Montreal, a lot of the Canadian teams, because those are the ones that go on sale when they don't sell, and it's just a matter of keeping your eyes open. Uh, Although the American Lids page has a lot of jerseys on sale right now for dirt cheap. The thing is, they don't ship to Canada, so I have to have them shipped to a post office box in the States, and then uh, shipped to me from wherever I ship it to. It's kind of like, it just makes it feel like it's illegal by doing it that way, but whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all again tomorrow.